Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. The world is awash with disasters and catastrophes, or so it seems. Yes, the mainstream corporate-owned and controlled media focus their undivided attention on the bad news, wars, suffering, environmental damage, and some corporate malfeasance because that is the task their masters have set them with the intent of raising the levels of fear among ordinary citizens. And they are doing a good job. But their real intent is to distract you from the good news, the real news that those vast corrupt organizations are collapsing under the weight of the enormous unsupportable debt that they have taken on in order to establish an international camarilla to control your whole world, and the resultant infighting now going on between their members, as they fight for survival. This kind of authoritarian despotism has been attempted many times over the eons as clever, devious, and egoically driven individuals have sought ultimate power. They have always failed to achieve their aims. Suppression of others by force of arms is by its very nature self-defeating because it requires secrecy and betrayal in its operations, and those betrayed always fight back, leading to the collapse of these erstwhile dictatorships. Love is the only real power, and it cannot ever be defeated. God is love. Every sentient being is one with God, therefore there is only love. Anything else is illusory and can only fail. It may appear to work, to be effective, for a time, then it will inevitably collapse and fail. Those presently trying so desperately to reduce you to a state of permanent fear are themselves terrified as they observe their power they believe is their inalienable right, slipping away, slipping from their grasp, inescapably and predictably, like water through their fingers. And in their terror they are instigating activities of a most nefarious nature to try and convince you, the population of the world, to seek help from them as they try yet again to present themselves as the only ones who can protect you from the ongoing wars of terror that they have instigated, and from their inevitable consequences. However, the vast majority of you no longer believe or support them, having made the collective decision to awaken. Consequently their power structures will not survive, and all their nefarious and criminal activities will be fully exposed. When this occurs, it is essential that these miscreants are treated fairly so that their trials do not degenerate into a war of vengeance against them and all who can in any way be linked to them as supporters or beneficiaries of their activities. That would only restart the whole sequence once again. Humanity has been doing just that for far too long and needs to move off or away from the Mobius strip of self-empowering and self-centered activities, followed by their inevitable consequences, and the resultant harsh judgments that always leads back to the point of origination, where it all starts over again. As the well-known aphorism says, those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Nevertheless, some of those misguided ones may well need to be restrained so that they can inflict no further damage on society. Only love and the guidance that engaging with it provides will enable fair treatment of those miscreants to occur, finally allowing humanity to awaken. Bitterness, hatred, and resentment directed against those who have wronged you only draws you back into the horror of the illusion. Great changes are happening right now within your illusory world and within the corrupt administrations that have for so long ruled you: political, national, international, financial, business, religious, and industrial, and these changes are bringing about their collapse. The initial changes have been the disclosure of many corrupt and damaging activities in which they have been engaged, activities that they have kept secret and hidden. With those disclosures, trust in their honesty, previously assumed, has been destroyed. Trust is the foundation of all good relationships from personal to international, and once it has been destroyed it can only be restored with great difficulty. The tsunami of love is leading you all towards your inevitable awakening, and your daily setting of loving intentions takes full advantage of its most wondrous energy to share and extend love to every place where darkness prevails. Do not miss out on your daily meditations and moments of peaceful relaxation or reflection, because you chose to be on earth at this time to assist in humanity's awakening, and it is by doing just this, nothing more is asked of you, that the hearts of humanity are encouraged to open to the field of love enveloping them. The love you share collectively, everything you do collectively, because all are one is the collective will to awaken, and so it has to be shared to be effective. You share it by choosing to take time out within your holy inner sanctuary and allowing God's love to flow through you most abundantly. Do not for a moment think that because you experience none or very little sensation of this outflowing energy that it is not flowing. I assure you that it is flowing constantly, and that its effects are beyond your wildest dreams. When you awaken, all will be revealed, and you will be astounded to see how effective the loving intentions of each one of you has been. You can only change yourself, as you well know, but, since all are one, changing yourselves changes all. What you need to understand is that attempting to change another individual human does not work, while changing yourselves changes everyone. You are divine beings of inordinate power which you put into effect every time you make a loving intent. Keep making those loving intents and awaken humanity. Your loving brother, Jesus.